Hey everybody, welcome back to True North VR. Today we are checking out the FC4M facial interface made by AMVR. This is for your MetaQuest 3 headset. In this one we're going to unbox it, assemble it, I'll show you how to use it, and give you my review. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss my next one. Let's jump into it. Alright, so in the box we have our facial interface. I'll go over that in just a minute. We have an extra pad here as well, the ice silk with a little bit of an indent made perfectly for their BS1 head strap or for the BOBOVR S3 Pro, user manual, and our box. So this is the FC4M. The M is for the magnetic part, and you can see here as I take this, it is magnetically attached, and both of these pads have the magnetic pieces there, so you can easily just line them up and swap between the two, and it connects magnetically. Really easy to use. And if I take that off, you can see a ton of the ventilation that we have going on here all around it, which is great for reducing sweat, reducing fog, so that you have more airflow going around in your headset where your face is. So I'm just going to put this one on there. We also have our nose blocking piece there for light, and then on each of the sides we have these dials, and these dials are going to allow you to put the headset further away from your face or closer to your face. So great for people who have prescription lens inserts, or just for anyone who wants a more customized fit. There are a lot of different options there. Overall, the padding feels great, just like their other facial interfaces. Up to this point, I've been using the FC4A facial interface that is like this. This one is just magnetic, so it has a very similar type of padding feel, just a different type of mechanism to attach it there. So if you want to put this onto your headset, I have, as you can see, the regular FC4A, not the FC4M. To take off a facial interface, whether it be one that you have on or the stock one that came with it, you're going to want to pinch on the top and the bottom towards one of the sides, kind of wiggle it back, and it should release there for you. You might have to do it on both sides. You're going to want to take your new interface, line it up. You can see we got these 4 pins. Push it in each of the spots, and you could hear those 4 clicks, and we are now good to go and good to use it. So I'm going to go and test this out, and then I'll come back and give you my review. All right, so I have had a chance to use the FC4M now. I want to give you my review. I'm just going to put it on here just to show you. I'm using it with the AMVR BS1. This is their head strap with a battery and a fan. I did do a full review of this one if you're interested in checking it out. But the fan on this one is key for this interface, because this interface has the recessed padding here. And when it has that recessed padding and you turn on that fan, I can now feel much more of that air on my face, and it does a much better job compared to regular facial interfaces. So that is a very nice touch that they've added that in there. This is very similar to the FC4A that I have reviewed and tested as well. Just a couple slight differences with this one that we're going to go through. The vents work well. I did use it with the fan, so I didn't have any issues with fogging. If we talk about light leakage, no light leakage at all in terms of the venting. Those are all cleared up really nicely. The silicone nose pads here do a good job. It wasn't perfect, but they did a pretty good job. Everybody's nose is a little bit different as well. When you're moving around, things are going to move slightly, but overall it actually blocked out most of the light coming through my nose. The padding itself comes with 2 types of padding, as we talked about. The ice silk material that comes with the recessed forehead piece there, specifically for this type of head strap with a fan on it, allowing more of that airflow. And then we do have our leather pad that isn't recessed, just a regular leather pad here, and that will fit on there. Great for active games as well though, because you can clean it really easily. As you can see, both of those attach very easily via the magnets. A lot of other head straps, a lot of other facial interfaces will use Velcro, so that is a nice touch, and it makes it really easy to swap between the two, or to just take them off to clean them if you need to as well. Price point, we are looking at $36 on their website. This is the most expensive facial interface that they have, but it does come with the most. There's kind of different steps, you could say, with what they have. They have the FC4L, they have the FC4A, and now the FC4M. The FC4L just comes with our leather pad. The FC4A comes with both of these, but they are Velcro here, and then the FC4M is the magnetic attachment there. So that is the 3 different options, this one being the most expensive. Our little knobs here to adjust our interface closer to the headset or further away, closer to, or to the lenses, I guess I should say. They work great. I use prescription lens inserts, so having that ability to just quickly adjust and have them lock into place is fantastic. The stock interface was the worst for that, and so I'm glad that that is there. There's no extra pieces you're adding in. You can switch between the 9 different slots that they have, and it allows you to really fine tune it for where you are. If you're sharing it, it's really easy for the next person to just adjust it for themselves. Just pop it back, adjust it for yourself. No hard things to go through there. And that actually really works well for getting the best field of view out of it as well, because that's a big topic of discussion with facial interfaces is, does it kind of take away from that field of view? This one, you can get your eyes as close as you can and as close as is comfortable for yourself. Is this something I would recommend? 100%. This is now my facial interface of choice. Before this, I was using the FC4A, but now I may as well use the FC4M because it has such an easy attachment piece there. But between the two, again, that is really the only difference. But I do love the ice silk material, and I really like that it has a slot here to allow more airflow through, whether I'm using this or whether you're using the BOBOVR S3 Pro. This is going to be a great facial interface for you. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know. Subscribe so you don't miss the next accessory review or deals or anything like that related to VR. We'll see you next time here on True North VR.